What's up, guys? Tech Review Tom here. So today in this video, we're going to be doing a long-term review of this device. Now, this is not the full review, but I am going to be going over some things that I noticed are kind of just things that I still that are general about this phone that maybe you might want to consider. And I just kind of give general thoughts and what I think of the device. And so if you are interested, keep watching. An hour-long content coming long video worth of content coming your way. Fortunately, guys, we passed that 4,000 watch hour threshold. So thank God, man, we made it. Or thank whatever you believe, you know what I'm saying? Either way, or if you don't believe it, it's sick either way. You know what I mean? We passed that 4,000. Now we are just very close to 1,000 subscribers. So I think we are 81 away, which is wild, man. We are literally under 100. We're keep pushing, boys. If you have not subscribed, hit that subscribe button. 1,000 subscriber goal. Once we hit that 1,000 mark, I'm setting a huge freaking goal, boys. 5,000. That might take a year. It might take 2 years. I don't know how long it's going to take, but that goal of 5,000 is next. So hit that 1,000 so we can move on to the next goal. If you want to say thanks at the end of the video in a way other than just subscribing, consider leaving a super thanks below. It allows you to send me some money if you think I deserve a tip based on this video. But either way, you're showing your support by subscribing, leaving comments, because it does get that algorithm being like, oh shit, he's getting views and stuff. So we should promote his videos and people should see them. Yeah, so either way, give me 2,000 so I can start getting paid more, so we can start getting more money for phones, and then boom, we will get Data S Pro and then the 9 Pro and then further and whatever. Yeah, basically, either way, support the channel if you guys can. But yeah, here comes that video. Thank you so much for everything you guys have done so far. Yep. What's up, guys? Tech Review Tom here. So today in this video, we're going to be doing a long-term review of this device. And now I say long-term in the way that it hasn't really been that long of a time. It's pretty much been like 3 to 3.5 months, but they already have the 8S Pro out. And so I pretty much feel like I need to kind of wrap up the review portion on this device just to kind of give you my thoughts on it after having it 3.5 months. I guess it is a long time for this device life because they already have a new one out. And goodness, excuse me. So yeah, let's get into it. The first thing, because if you really want to see like a full review, and not just like an updated kind of review of like what I think of everything, I have a full review on it where I go into every detail, and I have like a 3-month review. And so this is going to be more about just personal experience and what I still do on the phone, and how I actually use the phone, because I feel like that's just so much more important, probably to most people, than just getting some tech specs. I already go over that in my other video anyway. So first thing, I don't use these. I have a video on installing these. These are vent covers. I never cover the vents. Honestly, I noticed the device getting really hot, to the point where, especially since I game, I wasn't a big fan. So I don't use these. So that's the first thing. So if you had any questions about me using these, I don't use them. They've pretty much literally been sitting there after the video and I haven't touched them. So that's the first thing. So I don't have any vent covers or anything, right? Another thing, I don't know if this is a smudge. So let's see here. It's probably just a smudge. I don't know if I actually ended up wearing away something on the screen. Let's see here. Sorry, y'all, it's a little dirty. I probably should have cleaned it off before. But yeah, anyway, yeah. So first things first, how do I like how it feels over this amount of time? It still feels good in the hand. Like the sides aren't sharp and they never have been, right? Obviously it's not going to change. And so it feels great. The back looks cool, but I kind of just got used to it, and it kind of just at this point, and I get bored of things pretty quickly. So that's most likely what that is. But yeah, I mean, in terms of just like the aesthetic of the phone, it is cool. It is like a different look, but I really just got bored of it pretty fast. But it is more interesting looking than something like the back of the S23 Ultra. But obviously I'm not even looking at the back of the phone, so most of the time I'm not even paying attention. That's another thing. I guess we could talk about the cameras next, because it's literally right in front of my face. As you can see, they're dirty, and that's just because if I set the phone down, this is with any raised camera. These aren't as bad, like in terms of how they're raised comparatively to really anything else. It's a lot better just because of how small they are. They're pretty much flush, but like when I set it down, it also doesn't rock. So that's like, look at this, right? So When I do this, it barely rocks. It's very stable, so that's a plus. But when I put it down, the cameras get kind of like scuffed up. So that's something to keep in mind. But at the same time, this one down here is literally 2 megapixels. Like this is, I think, literally here for show. I don't use these cameras. Every single time I've wanted to take a picture, I've reached for my S23 Ultra because it's just going to be so much of a better picture. The only time it took pictures or showed pictures was for the sake of review. And I'll just kind of go over maybe like my experience with the camera a little bit as I am right now, just maybe a little bit more in depth. But yeah, realistically, like, and I have other videos on it if you're curious about it. I have one where I actually go into all like the in-camera features, and then I have one where, and I show like just a little bit more on that. So I do have a specific video on that, but yeah, in terms of the camera itself, I don't use this. I mean, you kind of expect it because you're getting a phone for gaming. Somebody had like a comment saying that like people get these phones, and they really don't, they're just for gaming. He partially is right because while it is like a good phone, I mean, I can make calls on it. Obviously, you know, I can like text and stuff, and it's good for that. But yeah, for cameras, because I have a better option, I'm always gonna opt for the better option, being the Samsung cameras. So yeah, I haven't touched the cameras literally since, the entire time. Unless I've like needed to take a picture, but every time I've just been like, damn, I probably should like have my S23 Ultra. Like, for example, on the 4th of July, we went out and I took pictures on my S23 Ultra. And that was really sweet because that was really great in like low light conditions. And that was freaking awesome, man. Like, that's a great camera. If you're looking for a great camera on a phone, like a good all-arounder kind of thing, the S23 Ultra for camera is stellar. And you probably already knew that, but yeah. But yeah, the cameras here are just meh, and I don't use them because I have a better option. If I had to use it, I wouldn't be too upset with the main shooter. I can just sort of really quickly, and yeah, I don't know if what is in here. It's always a surprise. Yeah, we're gonna. Okay. Sorry, y'all. But just, oh my goodness. Hello. Sorry, y'all. Doing really great so far. This review. Fuck me, bro. God. Okay. Well, I got a little excited about the camera. Anyway, so look, see, let's just see if it can like zoom in and look okay. So let's take a picture of this HTC One. I mean, it's cool. It's like recognizing tiny faces, right? It's cool. It's like 2.9, so let's like zoom in further. See how much detail it can capture before it starts looking like a potato. So zoomed in pretty far. It's looking okay. Like, and so in terms of just upfront shots, I have some videos. Every video of the S23 that isn't being compared to this phone is recorded on this phone right here. So if you're curious of how it would be maybe in like a video, go check those out because obviously you can see the S23, but also just, yeah. And then video, like the video is nice, bro. Like you can just see, I'll just show you real quick the some settings with it. So you can do 1080p, but like you can do Ultra HD 8K, man. Like it's kind of crazy. Let's see how it looks, and even if it's different. Obviously, since it's just like straight, like, you know, straight in front of me, it's not going to be the greatest thing ever. But I mean, it looks good. You know what I mean? It looks like kind of like I'm looking through a window. So that's good. You figure because like the resolution of it's so high, like it can zoom in really well. And that's true, man. Like the 5x zoom on here is looking pretty good. I wouldn't be upset at all. Then I could just do like a quick playback. Obviously, since it's just like straight, like, you know, straight in front of me, it's not going to be the greatest thing ever. But I mean, it looks good. You know what I mean? It looks like kind of like I'm looking through a window. So that's good. I mean, you figure because like the resolution is so high, like you can zoom in really well. And that's true, man. Like the 5 times zoom on here is looking pretty good. I wouldn't be upset at all. Yep. So yeah. Sorry, y'all. So yeah, in terms of the camera, I mean, it takes a good upfront photo. It can zoom in nicely. I guess we'll do the video, the front, just so you guys can see how much of a turd this is. But like, I mean, okay, so look at it. Like, I guess the video looks better than the photo, but let's see the photo. Yeah, it just looks like VGA. Like a VGA quality. It literally looks actually like, I'm not joking, like my FaceTime HD camera over there. HD. Anyway, I have apple roast, so I'm gonna try to not roast apple in this one. I already got a video on that, so if you want to go see that, you can. But yeah, and then I guess just camera family. There's some features and stuff. It's kind of cool. I have an in-depth video if you want to see everything. But yeah, so the camera, it could take pictures nicely. You know what I'm saying? Like, I guess, like, the next thing. But yeah, but as I said, I don't use the camera, so that's another thing. I just never use it. But yeah, if you need to, it is doable. The next thing is, let's see here. You can just do the phone, and then yeah, blah 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 blah. So let's see here. Okay, it won't show any. So like, as you can see, like, it's just, you know what I'm saying. So it's nice. Like, there's a little haptic feedback, all that stuff. Like, it shows your contacts and stuff. For some reason, it like didn't connect the email to this. I don't know why. It might be like a separate Nubia account you need or something, but I never really even went in here for contacts, because you can the thing with Android is you can search for names with this anyway. So I would just type in like their number or just their name, or even yeah, I would just do that. I pretty much, and I also, another thing I do is I just search the internet for numbers I need, and then I click it and it like opens up. So the internet is pretty much where I go first if I need to find a number I don't have. And then I usually would text first, or I would literally just search them in the text messaging app and then call them from there. So yeah, so calling works, guys. It's good to go. I don't know what the messages are holding. One sec. Okay, right. So you get the messaging app. I'm saying it looks good. I think it's Google Messenger. So you get all like the Google Messenger features. You get RCS. You get literally everything. You can start a chat. I'm saying blah, 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 blah. Sorry if your number's on there. Apologize. Don't be weird and look these people up. Thank you. But yeah, so you can just type people in. I guess like something to consider. We can do search images, so the keyboard, and nothing's gonna pop up. Sweet. So the keyboard, the haptics feel good. And I don't know if you can hear the haptics, but it's like doop, 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 doop. They feel good. So there's no adjustable haptics. It doesn't feel bad, but when I go to my S23 Ultra, I have an ability to like adjust it to a certain strength. And that is kind of something I really enjoy about the S23 Ultra's typing experience. I have a much better experience on there. This is just one kind of haptic feedback. It doesn't feel bad. So don't be like, man, like the haptic feedback isn't the best like I am right now. Like it's fine and it works well. Like, the typing is fluid. It's nice. You know what I mean? It has like type suggestions, as like, little pictures and shit. Stickers, GIFs, your clipboard. So you can copy everything to like a clipboard that you wanted to. So you can just copy on a bunch of stuff, then click that clipboard thing and it'll pop up and show everything. Then you got like this whole thing. You got like themes. You can do your own photos and stuff. Like, let's just say I want this one. So I could just do this, hit apply, and then I'm saying, like, it's a Google keyboard. So if you just, and sorry about that, if that's you, I apologize. But yeah, so you can like theme your keyboard and stuff. So that's pretty cool. So there's like, in my other video, I have a bunch of in-depth on the customization. So look for the full review if you do want to see every single detail about this. And yeah, so keep that in mind. Like, the haptic feedback feels fine. But that's something I noticed compared to my S23 Ultra that I really just don't like as much. In terms of like, yeah, the phone feels good in the hand. Like, it's doable, it's manageable. You can always split like the keyboard over here, but it actually has like it's a something 16 by 10 or something. But basically, because it has that aspect ratio of like it just feels it. What I'm trying to say is it feels like taller and skinnier, so I can reach my hand across much more. So if you're looking for like a one-handed typing experience, like My hands are not that big. They're probably like a little bit bigger than average, but they're just regular size hands. But this is like, it still is a 6.8-inch screen, so it still is a big screen. But yeah, I mean, in terms of just ability to reach across and type and stuff, I've never had any issues with that. So it's been good to go. So let's see here. Another thing, okay, so I guess like there's like the phone feature, texting. I showed you the cameras. Those are some basic features, right? You know, you could do everything on here. You can do email. You know what I'm saying? You got Drive. Like, if you don't know this, it's an Android phone. Every phone is either going to be an iPhone, which is iOS, and the majority, like probably all of them, are just Android aside from that. So, and you get what you pay for. With this is a nice budget phone that is high spec. So, and it's not budget, isn't cheap. Like, this is great. Like Octa-Core. If you don't know the specs, I'm just going to go over a Snapdragon 8 Gen 2. It's clocked. I think its top clock speed is 2.28 or 3.28 gigahertz. Octa-Core processor. You can set each like processor speed. You can go from Eco to Balance to Rise. In the settings, there's and I have like a video on the game space features. So if you want to see another video of mine, look up game space features. If you search through my videos, you'll see there's an hour-long video I have going through every single feature in game space. That's what you get to have when you're playing a game on here, which is the big highlight of this phone. It's obviously a gaming phone. I want you guys to keep that in mind. But yeah, so you do have control over the CPU, the GPU, everything like that, and that's pretty cool. Like, I don't really have as much control on my S23 Ultra, for instance. Like, the S23 Ultra, the camera is sweet, right? So that's like a plus. But the plus of this one is I have way more control over things like the GPU, the CPU, turning up anti-aliasing, doing things like adjusting if I want an app to be more smooth when I slide my finger, or if I want to have it respond quicker. Like, that is something so detailed that I think that this phone just really hits the nail on the head with. That they just have things like that built into here that you wouldn't really think of or get in a well-balanced phone like the S23 Ultra, whereas this one is a very awesome gaming powerhouse. It feels like it's a gaming console with a phone on top, if I'm being completely honest. But yeah, like I said, it's still Android. It still has everything. It has Instagram, it has Facebook, it has Twitter, it has every single social media app you could want. They all work great. The only downside is the under-display camera is not good for photos like you guys saw here. It's going to be a pretty similar experience replicated. So if you're a big selfie person, this probably isn't the device for you. I mean, I think if you're even looking this up, it's probably not even on your mind, so I wouldn't worry. But if it is, and it's something that bothers you, like not having a good front-facing camera, then, I mean, I would probably not go with this, to be honest. Like, there are a million other reasons to go for this, like I've been explaining, I guess, so far. Hopefully I've explained enough for you guys to make you kind of want this phone. But yeah, so either way, it's got gallery. You can go in, you can see all your pictures, everything like that. There's a photo editor. It allows you to change real quick. Like, I guess here, let me do this real quick. One sec. So in the photo app, you can just see like a bunch of YouTube stuff pretty much, or like whatever this is. I don't remember what that is. I think it's cake. Nice. Okay. So here we have just a video of me doing, this is a time where I can show this off. So this is, excuse me, but this is just some video like that I downloaded from an app. So you can just see the quality of, like, example, if you're downloading video, like what it might be like. Here, let's just kind of skip to the video part, but here, this is me just like in VR. So like trying to quick scope and stuff like that. So, oh, actually, I think this is the spot. Yeah, there we go. You see that? So that was really good panning. I did not plan that at all, but that was what I hoped on, and we got it. But like, that's in the Quest 2, right? But see, if I download that, the download speeds are going to be good. It's going to be based on your Wi-Fi, but there is fast read and write speeds. I think it's USF 4.0 or 4.1. I don't remember the exact, but I know it's over 4 storage. And what that means is the read and write speeds, aside from just having a fast connection, they're also going to be quick. So obviously the app plays a role in it and how fast it downloads and things like that. But I downloaded this thing fairly quickly. Like, so if you're just downloading content, like, no, the quality is going to be somewhat preserved. It's also based on the application, but this thing is pretty sweet, man. I really enjoy the Quest. If you don't have a Quest and you're considering a VR headset for like a quality one, I would say wait for the Quest 3 and pick that up, man. That thing is sweet. It's so fun, bro. Like this right here, like is a game called Contractors. I have a few videos, I think, still on it. Maybe not. I think I took them down just because I'm trying to keep phones at the center, or at least phone gameplays at the center. But like this, real quick, just this is awesome, man. Like I don't know if you remember back in the day, Modern Warfare 2 from 2009. That's like my favorite Call of Duty probably ever. Aside from the ones with zombies, like those two. But yeah, this is a map called Rust. They've basically re-released this map 100 times, but I'm actually standing in it. Like this is like obviously on a screen to you, like it looks good, but man, I was standing like straight up in this world. This felt huge, bro. Like this, it was like, it literally felt like life size. I was like, why? It was so cool, man. I was like walking on these things that I've played on screens my entire life. It's like I stepped into it. So cool. Contractors is freaking amazing, bro. So if you have VR, bro, or don't have it, please get it. I'm be honest, like I would literally recommend picking up a VR headset over a gaming phone. I'm not kidding. I would say don't get this phone and get a VR headset. Like I'm not even kidding. I'm obviously supposed to be selling you on this phone, so get the phone, right? But at the same time, man, VR is so fucking cool. It's so like when you step into like put that on and you're like the first time, like the whole room is this game. It's like it is the most surreal thing. But aside from me just going on about how sick VR is, now I got a 360 no scope type, almost quick scope. But yeah, literally, see, that's Rust, and then you can get weapon packs. Like, and I got a Modern Warfare 2 remastered weapon pack, so it literally had all the guns from the game. I did see the Model 1887s, those like cool shotguns. I only saw 2 shotguns, but regardless, they had like all the camo, like Fall, Red Tiger. They got Woodland. You know what I'm saying? Every single cool camo, like Arctic. All those are the ones that I personally really like. Red Tiger, Blue Tiger, bro. All of them. It has all of them in that game. It is freaking solid, bro. I know I'm off topic here, but it was so cool looking down, seeing the intervention in my hand, like, and being able to like grab like I don't know all the gun parts, but you could like pull it back, pop it open, put it back. Like that was so freaking cool, bro. It was really unreal and like surreal to see in my hands. And that's the experience you get only in VR, man. It's really like, and there's some people that obviously are probably not for it and like don't like game immersion, but I have always been about like getting lost in video games. Like I've got lost in RuneScape for years and Call of Duty and just kind of things like that. I would just play for hours and hours. And so finally stepping into a game is crazy. And yeah, so the playback's nice. Obviously there's like fast read and write download speeds. It downloads quickly. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so like video playback is good, as you guys saw earlier with the camera. But yeah, you're going to get that kind of experience like going in. You're going to look and see like, it's typical photos, like gallery apps. So yeah, so you got, you literally just have all your basic Google apps, man. Like everything on here too that they did a good job with is they really did a good job of not adding a bunch of bloatware. Like other than the games I've installed, like I installed this. I'll tell you what I installed. Okay, I installed this, that, like Instagram Mechanarium or whatever the name is. This, and that, and then that, and that. Yeah, so essentially though, like think about it. Like there's not a lot of like people are complaining about the software, man. Like there's nothing on here. Like people are always bitching about Android and like complaining about like, oh, it takes up a lot of RAM, bro. This has like less default apps than my iPhone, okay? And like these apps also are pretty, like Android apps that are default Android apps are going to be pretty decent. Now I'm not talking like the forced bloatware, but just the Google stock apps are gonna work well with Android, so there's nothing to worry about. But Nubia did a good job. Nubia, ZTE kind of combined in like they're one company, I guess now. I don't know really how that works, but they have a gaming line, RedMagic. Obviously, this is what the phone is, but you literally are getting a really light OS. It's not going to consume a lot of RAM. You have a lot of RAM on here. This one has 16 gigs. If you're looking for a device that is the newer one, I'm always going to point you to the best device. I should have one here soon. If you want to support the channel, leave a super comment below. Or it's a super thanks. Leave a super thanks below. You can donate any kind of money. We've donated $7. We have received $7 out of the $1,000 so far. So that's another goal of mine. As the 1,000 subscribers is another goal, but I'm trying to get pretty much crowdfund as much money as I can to get the next phone. So if you feel like supporting the channel and you want to speed up the process to see the new 8S Pro to the level of depth that I cover devices. Like other channels are going to give you a few videos, but man, they're not going to give you hundreds of hours or close to 100 about close to 800, close to hundreds of hours like I will. So if you want to support the channel, leave a super thanks. Help me get that phone. If not, we'll just have to wait till September to start seeing those videos, because that's when I will be able to personally afford the device. So yeah, essentially, do what you want, but if anything, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. I know y'all might be tired of me asking, like being like, send me money, man. Like, I apologize about that. But I mean, I'm an advertiser because I worked hard to get to a place where I can start getting money in my videos, and hopefully, it works out. We are 81 subscribers away, boys. 919. Wow. Anyway, hit that subscribe button, leave a comment, let me know what you think. And yeah, so yeah, the OS is light. There's not a lot installed on it. Games are freaking great, bro. Like, the one thing I still do on here, is I still play games. That is, like, out of everything else on here, I play games. I don't use this as my primary phone. It's not a bad primary phone, as I'm hopefully describing to you. Like, it does everything a regular phone does. It's Android. It has access to the giant Play Store, like literally everything on it. You know what I'm saying? Like, literally every app you could possibly imagine. Like, it's gonna work great. Stop thinking optimization in your head. No, it's poorly optimized. That's a lie that Apple fanboys like to spew. So do not listen to them when they say it. I've always had a great experience with Android. Everything loads fast, works really well. It's freaking all, you know what I'm saying? Everything, like, go to an app, just hit install. It's got reviews, literally everything. You know what I'm saying? It's great, man. It's like literally like the full Play Store. You got tons of apps, man. It's been pushing apps since 2008. You got access to pretty much every single application on here that you could imagine. Then you get to go to the internet. Speaking of the internet, the default browser is going to be some weird owl thing, but they also have Chrome by default installed. So I use Chrome for everything. It's quick, it's snappy. Everything on here is fantastic. I really have only had to restore the phone a few times. That's because I get really into downloading third-party things, or things that are not necessarily safe to download, because it's always testy. You're always risking something, downloading something, but don't worry, because you have to literally go and download these things. Everyone's like, oh, the viruses, and doesn't get viruses on my phone. Well, maybe just don't download sketchy things for third-party or beta apps like your boy. I know how to work my way out of it. So if you don't know how to do that, then, I mean, think about it, okay? But it's not that hard to work your way out of it. Worst case, clear the cache. If that doesn't work, get something that cleans the phone. If that doesn't work, wipe the phone. There are ways you can do it. You can always, either power up, volume down, or power up both of these. Basically, turn the phone off and then hold. It's one of these. I have a video, like a DIY video, and it explains also how to get into safe mode. So if you want to find that and look that up, I haven't had to get into safe mode for a little bit, because obviously it's been great, but it's one of these. But either way, it'll put you into safe mode, so you can basically get the phone wiped and everything's fine. So don't worry about. You really don't have to worry about viruses, but if you don't have to restore your phone or anything, then that's a thing to consider. This does get security updates. I've been getting more security updates. Like, I've gotten 2 updates on this phone. It went from, I think it was like 0.16 to 2.6 to 3.6. I think, I don't know, but whatever those numbers are, I've gotten 2 updates on here. I've gotten probably 4 now on my S23 Ultra. They do a lot more updates on the S23 Ultra, but it doesn't mean that this is bad. It doesn't mean that this has any problems or anything. It's a great freaking phone, man. Like especially you got to keep in mind, boys, $800, bro. It's only $800. A lot when you compare it to flagships back in the day, but we do have a lot of power in phones now. Like, this thing, 16 gigs of RAM, bro. That's a lot. This is going to be basically the mid-ranger for the 8S Pro line. Like, this, I literally think they took the same device and just pushed it again, because they don't need to change anything. I think they just literally moved their stock, and they're probably going to change maybe something that says, like, here it says 08, 8th generation. I don't know if they're going to be like 08S or something. I don't really know. They might change the visual, or they literally will keep it the same. But this is basically your mid-ranger, because you have an 8, 16, and a 24. And if you are somehow at this video, you've probably been curious about the RedMagic series. And yeah, so this is going to be that mid-ranger, but obviously this was the top of the line device. But yeah, so let's kind of get back into it. It comes with a default file manager, weather. It literally has everything you could need. The gaming, I play RuneScape. I play Call of Duty. I play both of them. I have videos of this game. I have every game I've played except for Mechanarium, but I have videos on. So if you just search my channel, you can find those as well. Where I actually go in and I play those. But I can just, for the sake of just like a quick kind of game demonstration, I've been playing a lot of RuneScape, bro. So real quick, I'll just kind of go into it, just kind of show you. If you want to play the game with me, I changed my username to the Great Cornholio, but you can't really do the or great, so it's GRT, like great, and then Cornholio. You don't know what that is? It's from Beavis and Butthead. Just look up the Great Cornholio. You'll find out all you need to know about that. But yeah, so kind of go into the game. Like, look, it's awesome. Yeah, you can go here. You can just swipe like over. Like, what, dude? What device other than the newer one has this, bro? Like Diablo mode, there's Ego Rise Balance, bro. There's all these freaking features. You can customize shoulder triggers, and a freaking bam, man. Like, it has everything, bro. The buttons are nice. It feels good. I'm at 83 right now. I'll just go and suffer real quick for you guys. No, I don't. I'm gonna go and just send it real quickly. So if you want to get in on this real quickly, this game's about to be freaking nerfed because the new skill is coming out very soon. So I would get in on this quick for your XP, because this is a short time thing for good XP. But yeah, you click this if you're curious about how to get into this stuff. You can just hit there we go. Ready? Yes. That. Man, I rejoined the queue. I don't know if they're gonna kick me or not, but just want to be in my own little group. Ready? I might get dropped right away, but for the sake of the video, and goodness, for the sake of the video, I hopefully will actually get to the point. Update group. Okay. Oh yeah, so I gotta, man. Okay, update group to Shadow Reef. Oh my, yeah, definitely Shadow Reef, guys. Wow, you know, that's great, right? Shadow Reef. You select it. So yeah, you guys will get to learn how to actually set this up, because I've messed up a few times. So that's a benefit, right? Yep. So boom, we got Shadow Reef. We're ready to go. Close out of this motherfucking thing, and then complete group. Boom. And finalize, and then we're gonna get worked. Level like 105 right now, but for the sake of just like a game. So like, look here, I'll go in real quick. Like, let's say I want to boost the graphics, right? So I can literally go, oh my goodness. Let me go here and then zoom in for you guys. Might be a better. And I might as well now walk an eternity away from the whole thing that I'm trying to do. It's fantastic. Show you guys 83 after I don't do it for an eternity. It's great. Elite Dungeon 3. This is on Relica. Or not Relica. This is on basically go south of, if you play this game, go south of Lumbridge, get on that, like it'll be between Lumbridge and what is it called? It's Alcarid. That little bridge between, there's like the Viking boats there, and that this is gonna take you to Shadow Reef. And Shadow Reef is basically like a shit ton of XP. And yeah, so but real quick, so hopefully I don't click that. Yeah, so you can change up this, you can do trigger, everything like that. But you can go in here and you can do like all this stuff. Like I have, goodness, really loud. Okay, so you have like the 960 hertz sampling rate, right? You got this. Like imagine this, but so the 8S Pro, if you're curious, it is just this with 24 gigs of RAM. Is the only thing. So if you're not really too concerned with waiting for that device to release and you don't think you need 24 gigs of RAM, you can literally pick up the 8 Pro Plus right now. And I'm sure it's going to be, do not go on eBay, because there's somebody selling this phone for $2,000. Like, are you kidding, bro? Nobody's going to buy your phone. Like, what a ripoff. Like, you're like, that's some scam shit, by the way. I hate people who do that, man. Like, what are you doing? Like, people are not idiots, but you're going to sucker someone into paying you way more for a phone that's $800. Like, what's wrong with you, man? Just makes me mad, bro. I don't like seeing people get ripped off. It bothers me. But yeah, either way, so you can go in here. You got sensitivity, like improve response speed or reduce false touch, right? So Smoothness, like the image is stable when you slide. Enhanced sliding response. So do I want a faster kind of frame rate thing going on, or do I want smoothness? I opted for smoothness personally because that's just something that I prefer. There's like performance, GPU, like bro, you got multi-sample anti-aliasing, atherscopic filtering. You got like image quality priority, balance, speed priority, where you got like the show. I have way more in depth. I show all these things, by the way. So there's more. I have that video on it. Go look up that video if you really want to see all those in-depth things in action. But yeah, so essentially you can go in there, you can change the quality, and then I can actually go here and I can just kind of throw on some high quality stuff too. Everyone's like, oh, never use 16 gigs of RAM. Maybe like, okay, so there's a good chance the majority of things won't even use 16 gigs. So it's like, why would I go 24? What I would say is that you're future-proofing yourself. Don't worry about future-proofing with software. Worry about it with hardware, and worry about it with speed. Because believe it or not, man, if you want to keep this thing for 6 years, 6 years in the tech world is like literally like it's probably like 10 to 15 for anything else. I'm not even joking. I'm just progress. So it snaps by real freaking fast, brother. It picks up. It is very competitive and very fast. And yeah, so what you want is you want to get a device that has specs that can future-proof itself so that when there are games that use up 16 gigs of RAM, maybe you don't even use it up on your PC. I always hear comments like that. Well, I don't even use it on my PC. I mean, well, I guess if that's the case, then what are you even here for? I guess you got a good PC. Nah, I'm playing. But yeah, I guess you should just not get the phone at all. You're future-proofing yourself with the RAM, with the processor. You know what I'm saying? You're like with just the quality of the phone, the build quality is nice. The only thing I've done so far is accidentally chip it. This happened, it just fell off I don't even know what happened, to be honest, but it's a little chip, really annoying. But if you're worried about the glass breaking, don't, because I have literally tried to not drop this. I've dropped it like maybe like, it just slides off. Like it'll happen when I'm like, I'm gonna get a start. I'm a little OCD. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, cat hair, nice, disgusting. Either way, yeah, you guys come to the honor of cat hair and over explanation of it 3 times. The phone is dirty, clearly. Okay. Speaking of dirty, you can get a lot of dust in here, so keep that in mind. I do have a cleaning video coming up in September when I can afford to get some stuff. It is cheap, but I'm trying to be a cheap ass right now because I am moving very soon, and that moving process is going to cost us a lot of money. So not really spending any extra money on literally anything. I have to be a super, super freaking stickler about not spending money. So unfortunately, y'all have to wait, but I'm going to have a cleaning video on how to clean the inside of this, or at least I'm going to try, because I have specks of dust in there and all that. But yeah, it seems to not really affect the performance at all, really. So it's kind of just unaesthetically pleasing. But yeah, so sorry if I literally missed the whole point of this, but either way. So yeah, you can modify it, blah, blah, blah. What am I saying? Either way, you kind of probably know what I'm saying. But either way, let's see here. Let's see here. So So, yeah, you got in here, right? Like, the graphics are smooth. They're moving along. It doesn't feel hot. Feels nice. Yeah, we get that prayer cape. What's good? It's your only 99 right now. But yeah, so let's go here. Already going to get dropped. I got to throw some prayer on before I get freaking destroyed. Already getting dropped, boys. Oh, let's go. Yeah. Yep. This is what I wanted. Get killed immediately. That's why I go on with the group. I'm like 105 too. I shouldn't be getting killed this fast, but you boy is. So I don't have prayer. Oh, genius. You'd love to see it, boys. There we go. Sometimes RuneScape itself, I my connection sucks in here. So promise you, it's not necessarily even the device. It's literally just that, like, my connection in here sucks ass. And oh, there we go. We got 1 kill. So still kind of, oh, no, don't want to run out, but let's see if I might not survive this shit, bro. I'm about to get fucking worked, honestly. Yeah, so there's a lot of latency right now, unfortunately, but yeah. Sorry about this being the example you're seeing. I have a full RuneScape gameplay where there's no latency because I actually get decent connection that day. But yeah, this is absolutely my Wi-Fi and not the device, so don't you worry. You're gonna get um a good experience, so don't even worry about it. Okay, don't you worry. Now let's just spam this because I'm really trying to kill these dudes. You see, so it seems a little smoother right now, right? Like it's not too bad. Dude, I hope this guy doesn't throw at me. Come on, bro. Don't do your boy dirty like that. Come on, bro. There we go. So look at those XP rates, by the way. Like 4,000 something like that. I mean, I used literally the whole inventory. You want to go in here with 2 other people, and you can just loop this over and over again. But obviously, gameplay, chilling. I'll just exit because no point. So that was a bit of a, and by a bit, I mean, it took a while. So, let's see here. I mean, you guys probably want to see some, I'll hop into a COD mobile game. I've got a bunch of videos on this stuff, but if you guys are just looking for some gameplay, yeah, excuse my connection, by the way. Apologize. I don't mind the latency. Not the device again, my connection. Said 100 times, but people are gonna be like, oh, dude, it lag, bro. Like my iPhone would lag. I bet you money based on my connection, your iPhone would lag. Because my iPhone would lag, it does lag. Yeah, nice boy. Okay, yeah. So there's like a new season and shit too, I guess. But yeah, like even in here, like this is where like the mapping would come into play, right? So you got here, and then look, so it does it for each app, but this is where like zoom and all that shit is. So show you guys like the haptic buttons and stuff like that. But like for instance, so this is more of like a long-term review, right? But like I always get a good experience with the games. Like I mean, it depends on. I don't have any SIM card in here, and the connection sucks. Again, said again, but you get the idea. So it's kind of like I'm in this. I don't know. The phone. Goodness, I can talk. Either way, I love using this thing for games, man. It's easily just like my favorite. You know what I mean? Like here, let me just. That's great. Expired. Okay. Yeah, I love when they give you. Not now. Okay, thank you. Let's just fucking go. Oh, you know what? Ground War 3.0 is sick. You can actually download it. Oh my god, you love it. You love to freaking see it, bro. MSB down actually isn't too bad right now. Questionable. Well, that's downloading. I'm gonna pause it. Another thing to keep in mind, guys, I have experimental settings on, and that is definitely affecting the experience. And it like, so essentially what it's going to do is it's going to push the phone to being, hotter, and it's experimental. They warn you before you do it, but I've got a processor lock and I have a refresh rate lock, and the phone's doing fine handling it. I always have it enabled, but they do warn you. The one that's fluctuating is probably does a lot better with heat management, and because of that, you probably get a lot less like frame drops and shit like that. So keep that in mind. It's great, like, because like there's the refresh rate and then there's the actual frames per second. But here, like, let's just go in the water a second. Woo! Like, isn't this cool? I think it's sick. Like, look, man, this is wild. This is like a freaking phone game too, bro. Yeah, they also don't let you go up from there like in Cold War, which is weird, but I mean, it looks good. Got the katana. See, like, look at that. Capture the object. How do I turn this out? Okay, good. No more squeakers.
Enemy has D. We captured A. Enemy.
Okay, but yeah, you guys can see it. Okay.
A. Enemy has Charlie.
Love it. Get dropped real fast. Nice. Okay, so going again, you know what I'm saying, boys? What's good? Yeah, if you want to see more Call of Duty gameplay, I have a lot up. I've got, look up Diablo mode for the gaming, where it's like, it's locked in this mode, but I have a lot of games that I actually play in depth for like way longer than I am right now. This is kind of just a demo. But, I mean, honestly, y'all get, I'm just going to back up. Y'all get the idea. Like, you know, got like a little play in. So what else have I covered? Volume loudness. So if you want to hear like an audio test and like a call test, I have a video on that too. It's just audio. So I do a comparison with the S23 Ultra. So if you're considering that phone and this, you know, being the mid-range 8S Pro, still 8 Pro, but realistically, this is what that device is. So if you're curious about this, then I have a video on the audio and everything like that, but it does get very, very loud. You know what I mean? And it's, you can even do things like you can adjust like the audio equalizer. Let me show you. I gotta open up another game. Unfortunately, that's your RuneScape. But you can actually adjust like there's like an equalizer. It's built in. You can go to settings, I believe. I don't know exactly where it is. Resource, plugin, function. Net show, blah, 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 performance, it's not in here. There, it is somewhere. But yeah, you can basically go in and you can adjust the equalizer. So that's pretty cool. I don't really use that. I don't fuck with some stuff like that. Personally, I kind of know what to do, but I'm not really curious. But yeah, you can go in somewhere and it is on this phone. I'm pretty sure I go exactly where it is in my full review. But yeah, I mean, so as you can see, everything works fine. I'm pushing this thing past like its recommended limit. So if you guys saw some like reduced performance, that's just from the heat throttling, but also connection. Kind of just even though I get a lot down, it's kind of interesting that it did that. I don't know, but I mean, to be fair, like the device works well. You know, I use the cameras, like I use the fan. It keeps the phone really cool. Everything works. It's snappy. You know what I'm saying, like it feels good in the hand. Like it's a good phone, guys. It connects. Like the speaker is loud. You know what I mean? Like, you know, like the headset thing or whatever, the earphones right there. You got like a little vent here or speaker. I don't really know exactly what that is, but you get this 3.5 millimeter headphone jack. I was literally using over here, right here. So literally was using my what do you want to call it? I was using my headphones that I got in here when they used to give you headphones in a phone. Figure that out when that thing was the flagship, cost around $300, which seemed asinine back then, but you can believe where I'm at now. It's insane. Either way, yeah, I'd use 10-year-old freaking headphones and they work great in here. It was pretty freaking awesome, man. Like, you know, you got everything, man. Like, you got a really solid device. Cons to this device, yeah, the cameras fucking suck. I'm being honest. Nah, I'm kidding. You saw that like the back one is good. Just don't do the wide angle, sucks. Don't do the front, sucks. But you get like nice face unlock. Like for instance, actually I don't even think I have that enabled, but you have a fingerprint thing unlocked. I show in that full review or in one of my videos. I know there's a million videos. Sorry, but I do show. I think in the camera test I show the front facing one. So yeah, check that out. But apps open fine. They work. There's like app management, shit like that. Like it's Android at the end of the day, man. Like, you know, you get everything you get with Android. It's a solid built device. It doesn't feel heavy in the hand. It feels good. The triggers still work. Everything works. I come here to play games. Like this is what I will do on this device. Like I don't play games on my S23 Ultra. I come here. It's a gaming thing. If you play a lot of games like me, man, this thing is awesome for you. Especially if you don't want to spend $1,400 and you're like, oh, well, I only got $900. I guess I have to get like a mid-range. No, fuck that. Go over here, man. Go over here to the RedMagic phone fucking world, bro, where they got dope-ass phones. You got it all. Nice. Oh, yeah. So I'm not on my main account, but yeah, either way. So that's, see, like it shows YouTube comment, like notifications. It's pretty sick. You know what I mean? Like, you know, I got like the rotating wallpaper. Like, you know what I mean? That's pretty sick. Like, it's like got some cool customization features. And it's got like the basic stuff, and you can always install a launcher if you want more. But You know, it's got like some nice wallpapers, app themes. It's got like some basic stuff. But the thing you're getting here is you're getting power, you're not getting bloatware, and you're getting a really reasonable cost. Reasonable, and it does not slouch in performance, as you guys saw. It's a really good setup. And yeah, man, it's a good device. Like, you know, and you have the one with more RAM coming out soon, so keep your eyes out for that, and keep your eyes out for more videos there. So, okay, and so like the Switch, like for instance, so somebody was like, "What happens if it breaks?" Like, it's just kind of clicky. I kind of like that, but look, so literally just back and forth, man. You know, like it's snappy. Like, do not worry about this breaking, bro. It is solid in there. It doesn't, you know, it's good. Like the button's decently tight in there. It's not gonna break off. Don't worry. Okay, you barely touch. Like I don't touch it. Look, it's the part where my hand kind of scoops. So I kind of touch it, but you're okay, man. Don't you worry. Okay, you're gonna be just fine. You can always do a hard reset if it's messed up somehow. But yeah. So I mean, this is kind of. I guess I'll just kind of talk about one I've noticed. I've talked about like a lot so far, but I kind of still know you guys kind of want a little bit more out of what I think of this phone. I've talked about a lot of things that I like. I feel like the stuff. So it's just at the end of the day, man, it's a phone. You know what I mean? You're gonna be able to watch like it, but it's a little computer. Like that's the thing. So don't like you're like, well, why would I need this? I mean, I don't know. I don't know how to convince you why you would need this. Because it's not about needs, man. It's about wants. Like, this is what we have to, like, Flossie Carter says the best, man. It's like, at the end of the day, this stuff might be ridiculous, but don't sell yourself short. And if you can afford it, get the best. That's the thing. Get the best available. You know what I mean? Barbie, nice. Like, get the best available. Don't get yourself something, like, average. You know what I mean? And this is a great phone. I've enjoyed it. It has like, you know, nice toggles, everything like that. You can adjust, you know what I mean? It's got everything like it could swipe down, turn the phone gets bright, like, you know what I mean? Turn it back down. It's got airplane mode. It's got all your nice features, man. You know, the calls sound good. They're reasonably loud. Like it's not too bad. Like not everything is super tinny. It's a great device, man. I really, really, really enjoy it. And it does everything you'd want. So yeah, it comes in this cool box. Came with like a case. It came with everything, man. And you know, I'm always picking this up when I'm playing games, and I play a lot of games on my phone. And this is the device that I go to. It is freaking awesome, man. So goodness, yeah. The only thing that I really wish they didn't do, I like that they pushed the new phone, but. Come on, bro. Y'all are doing me dirty, man. I thought I had some more time on this thing before, like, somebody's starting to search up 8S Pro, and 8 Pro just becomes an obsolete search. So, working on getting that phone. But, yes, either way, I feel like I've kind of talked about everything. I have way more in-depth videos on different detailed things if you want, or gameplays. Like, I've got literally probably every popular game that I play right now, that at least the ones that I play, a lot of FPSs. Just go on my channel, hit that subscribe button, like the video if you want, but essentially leave a comment what you think. But yeah, this is my long-term review. If you want to see more in-depth stuff, like I said, go on my channel, and I have a bunch of videos on there, all gameplays, all in-depth things. There's some comparisons. I have other devices, like I got the Pixel 7 Pro review up there. I have a Galaxy Note 3 video up there, and obviously it's not the Note 4, or excuse me, not Note, Fold 3 on there. So if you want to see the full Fold review, it's up there as well. So if you want to see like other device reviews that I have of current flagships, the 3 is not out, but the 4 is out, but it's essentially very close to the same thing in terms of how it looks. So if you want to kind of just see games on that, you can go check that out. Made that like in 2021, I believe, when they came out. But yeah, so I got other videos on other phones out there, man. Like I've got a lot of RedMagic ones, but if you want to see actual other reviews, or if you want to see the full review where I go and actually play games way more and do way more with it, then go ahead and do that. I appreciate you guys so much for watching, and yeah, have a good one. Okay, sick. Thank you guys so much for watching. Appreciate it. The motherfucking Magic One out here is not working, or kind of is, obviously, but I'm just doing motions and shit. It's probably fucking up the cameras and all that. So hopefully I didn't do anything. Either way, Appreciate you guys watching. If there's anything I didn't cover, or if there's still something you want in a video I haven't released yet, I have like 72 videos. 80% is RedMagic videos on this RedMagic 8 Pro Plus phone. And yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to see more on this phone, in terms of gaming content, literally in-depth reviews on the game space or the camera, I have literally everything you can imagine about this phone. This phone has literally been covered so much of this phone, probably more than literally anybody on YouTube. So that's what you're getting here. Again, very in-depth videos, more than anybody else is going to give you. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Hit that subscribe button if you can. If you like what you saw, leave a thumbs up on the video. Share it with whoever you want, man. Regardless what you think, share it around. Let's get like my channel around, you know what I'm saying? We are getting closer to that 1,000 subscriber mark, and then we're setting the goal of 5,000 subscribers. Boom. It's going to take a while. Probably take a year or 2 years or 3 years. But regardless, 5,000 subscribers is that next goal. So let's hit 1,000 so we can move on to that next goal, boys. We are very, 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 very close. Very close indeed. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. And have a good freaking day, boys. Good shit. Later.